Welcome back to an episode of We Are going to report back to the Queen.
And you are certain your brother and your men can handle Arrakis when the time comes?
We will probably need your help, but yes. Until then, my men will be at your full disposal to deal with those other threats. Don't expect a dwarven elite army yet, but, well, we can handle our own.
Very well. One more thing before we conclude this conversation. High Hierophant Arrakis. What is your opinion of him, General?
He's extremely dangerous, and he has half of Windwall under his thumb already, if not more. Whatever we do, we need to be careful.
We will. Be that as it may, you must be very tired. Shall we reconvene tomorrow? Frankly, I could do with a small recess myself.
With your permission, I could use a rest, yes.
Good. Then the audience is hereby concluded. Let the ambassador know if you are ready to discuss further steps.
That was interesting. A little bit of respite. Katras can now join your party. What do you mean can now join my party? He's already in my party. He already was well equipped. We just have to talk to the ambassador here, but could there be more dialogue?
What do we have here?
Around, let's see.
Oh, General!
Ooh.
I'm glad you stopped by. Do you have a moment?
What is it?
Sure. What is it?
I wanted to apologize for before.
Before?
The last time we spoke. I realize I may have been kind of curt. It's just, the Aliani are forbidden from having any relationship with outsiders. Even friendship.
Really? That's pretty extreme.
I suppose. But it's easy when you never come in contact with one.
Sure, but you're surrounded by outsiders now. Do you agree with that law?
I'm not really in a place to disagree. My people live and die by our traditions. With my father as chieftain, I'm expected to uphold the laws, set an example for our people.
But how do you feel?
I don't know. No one's ever asked me that before.
What happens if you break that rule?
If the chieftain finds out, exile. Forfeiting your place in the afterlife. Our ancestors were not jesting when they made our laws.
I know the Aliani don't like outsiders, but why is being friends with one forbidden?
Well, it goes back to our teachings. Indulgence, selfishness, violence. These are the downfall of the world, but outsiders refuse to recognize this. To befriend an outsider is to befriend calamity. At least that's what the wise women say.
So, you're saying we're friends?
I wouldn't go that far. I just want you to know that I'm on your side.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Actually, can you spare a few more minutes? I want to show you something.
Sure.
Sure. What is it?
Come with me.
The market?
Yeah. Look at this.
Do they not have markets among the Aliani?
Very funny, General. No, I mean this herb, here. It only grows in the Howling Steppes. We use it to make a dye. When the wind picks up, the drying cloth dances in a swirl of blue. If I had to describe the Aliani as a color, this would be it.
Feeling homesick?
A little, yeah. When I left the tribe, I knew I'd have to leave the familiar behind. I didn't think I'd find any reminders of home out here. But it's also kind of amazing. I mean, here I am, far from the steppes, and here this plant is too. We both made the journey. And all the other people and spices and goods in Greyfell, there's so much here. So much I've never seen before. The Aliani never trade with outsiders. We keep to ourselves. I never knew how much I was missing.
I'm glad you're here now.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, I should head back. Thanks for listening. You know, it's easy talking to you.
For an outsider.
Yeah, for an outsider. I'll see you later.
Nice.
Ugh. Why is everything still spinning?
How are the rebels doing?
Good. Things are moving thanks to that gold. We're filling our ranks and securing more resources. It'll be a while, but this rebellion is actually becoming something.
What do you mean, no? You have to send someone.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Look, I'm sure he'll turn up.
No, you don't understand. I demand to speak to your superior.
Karen, what do you want?
What's going on here?
Oh, General. Beg your pardon. I was just...
A general? Guardians be praised. You could do something.
Well,
I was just telling...
More excuses. My son, Aston, is in danger and the guard won't send someone to find him.
Ma'am, as I've already told you, that's not something the Royal Army does.
Why do you think your son is in danger?
That foolish boy is always running off to have adventures. It's nonsense, but this last time he waved some strange, dusty amulet in front of my face, which he apparently found here in Greykeep, and that he would use it to save the world with his friends. I forbid him to leave the city, but poof, suddenly he's gone.
Hold on. Amulet? Ancient?
money.
Yes?
You sound concerned, Private.
Well, it's just... Corporal Tahar's channeling amulet disappeared from his former chambers 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
Hold on. Are you insinuating that my son, stole it?
I'm not insinuating anything, ma'am. However, General Arif, this might be worth looking into. If this really is Tahar's amulet, then it might be of great help in the Wolfguard's mission.
I don't know what's more shocking. That you refuse to help me until there's the prospect of material gain, or that you actually believe that my poor baby stole from the fabled Corporal Tahar. Oh well, I suppose we have to make do with what we have.
What does this channeling amulet do?
You should probably ask a circle mage about that. The way I understood it, it allowed Tahar to channel energy on the battlefield in order to create a Titan.
Titan?
Yes, a projection of his soldiers' spirits is how Circle Mage Undergast called it. Depending on under whose banner he conjured it, it was different. Apparently Tahar found it in some Hibernian ruin. I never saw these Titans though, so it might just be hogwash.
When you say adventures, what exactly do you mean?
Well, he fancies himself a hero. Spends all day imagining himself besting monsters rather than focusing on his studies. And then he runs off to do guardians know what.
Why don't you look for him yourself if you're so worried?
What kind of question is that? Do I look like I can go traipsing around in the wild? I'm not a warrior, General.
Did he say anything about where he was going? Or how he intended to save the world with this artifact?
Well, not really, but he kept talking about a ruin near a mining village. Oh, my poor baby. You'll look for him, right, General? He's a handsome boy, noble face.
Don't worry. I'll find your son and return him to you.
If he's alive.
Guardians be praised. Thank you, General. That's a great relief. Tell him to come back to Mama once you found him. I'm sure he already misses me.
How couldn't he?
Keep it up.
Oh, Windwall outskirts again.
Ah, Arif. Look what I found.
Brandy?
Not just any brandy. The brandy. Vintage 44-412. Right from Windholm's finest distilleries. Rara gave it to me.
Well, someone looks happy today. What's the occasion?
Hey, we found a tool to identify the corrupted, didn't we? And since Wraith is all busy preparing for that ritual, we might as well kick back in the meantime. And also, never mind.
All right. Give me a sip.
What, here? No way. Come on, I know a good spot. Yeah, I know what you mean. Wraith can be quite the iceberg sometimes. Honestly, I still don't know what to make of him sometimes. He just seems so detached from everything.
He's been through a lot.
I know. Tell me, Arif, do you think it'll work? Are we going to stop Jakku just by hunting down the corrupted?
Well, so far, the Aliani prophecy has been accurate, and it's our best bet.
And yet you sound optimistic. I like that about you, Arif. I always imagine the worst. You know, that day before the battle on the Golden Road, when Tahar set out to crush the Purity once and for all, I was frightened to death. I didn't show it, but I was. The thought that so many lives rested on our shoulders, it crushed me. And now here we are again, caught up in some cosmic scheme that might end with the destruction of our world. It's depressing. Helen's reigns. Why did I even bring this up? This was meant to be a fun time.
A good conversation is fun. At least for me.
True. Still, let's get back to the drinking part. Here, take... Oh, shit. The bottle's empty.
Well, we need to talk to Yria. I'll find us another one.
I'll find us another one.
I don't know. Come to think of it, the headache will be bad enough as it is. Listen, there's something I wanted to ask you. Kaiawu. How do you feel about him?
What do you mean? How do I feel?
Oh, come on, Eriv. I've heard how you talk to each other. Are you just exploring all your options? Or do you feel something more?
We're friends. Why'd you ask?
Oh, well, I've been thinking a lot, and... Ellen's reigns. I'm so bad at this.
Bad at what?
You're not gonna make it any easier for me, are you?
Nope.
I like you, Eriv. I did since the moment I saw you on the Keep's bridge, with that lost look on your face. I just enjoy being around you, and I feel as though we're connected. Not to mention that you're, quite easy on the eyes.
Well, the feeling's mutual. You're also very... easy on the eyes.
Oh, so it's all about the looks, huh? Ellen's reigns, aren't we superficial creatures?
Sorry, that came out wrong. I like you too, Yria. You're... well... you've become important to me.
Funny, isn't it? I was hoping you'd say that. I wanted it so much. And now here I am, without the slightest idea what I should say.
And don't say anything.
Oi.
Look who's awake. Rise and shine, Sir Easy on the eyes.
Yria? What time is it?
12 o'clock. Midnight.
Don't worry, we've still got plenty of time until Wraith's ritual. How do you feel, Eriv?
I couldn't feel any better.
Glad to hear that. Thank you. For last night, I mean. It really meant something to me.
It still does, doesn't it?
Yeah, of course.
I hear something else going on.
Are you having second thoughts?
No, not really. Are you?
None. It did to me too. What now, though?
Good question. I know this may sound odd, but do you mind if we keep this open? At least for now.
What do you mean by open?
Well, just, relaxed. Let's not put a label on this just because we spent the night together. Let's just keep going as we did before.
It's okay. For now.
Good. I'd love to stay a bit longer, but I think we should pay the Wolf Chamber a visit, don't you? Just to make sure the Queen doesn't think the Dark Crescent sent an assassin after us. Though you should probably put some clothes on first. I like the look, but it doesn't exactly add to your authority.
There are a few more side missions, and we're going to do them first before we continue with the main one, as usual. So, and that would probably be also in the next episode. Until then, like and subscribe as usual, and ta-ta!